So many 2 wins from 2, place in the semi-finals secured. How important is it to finish strong and secure the top spot in the group?
Yeah, our standards are pretty important to us this tournament. So on and off the pitch, we make it a real big deal to make sure we're doing everything as well as we can, as professionally as we can as well. So there's a lot of good energy in the camp, obviously, after those first 2 games. But we haven't let that sort of take us away from the job at hand, which is coming through this tournament, working on a few of the ideas we wanted to execute on the pitch, and going into this last game as strong as we can to get a real positive result again.
And for you, it must be quite a special feeling knowing that you're going to be heading to Hamilton with this team in April.
Going home, Kirikiriroa, to take the team, and obviously being the head coach, it'll be a pretty proud moment for me to be in that stadium with the group and you know, our whānau sort of in the stands watching that. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a great little occasion, but also one where there's a lot riding on the match as well. So again, we're going to make sure we do everything to be really well prepared. And but again, I think the group are just looking forward to being back in New Zealand and around our supporters and our people. So it'll be good.
Looking ahead to tomorrow's match against American Samoa, what sort of challenges do you anticipate that game will bring?
Yeah, I think Amanda's done a really good job leading into this tour. A lot of people won't know sort of the lengths they've gone to secure those first 2 wins and bring the team to New Zealand. So it's from my point of view, I think they had a plan and they've executed that really well. I'm a little bit unsure on which way they'll go against us in this last game. Obviously, backing up 3 games is tough for any team. So we're expecting anything. I think they're a really technical team. I think tactically they've done a really good job of understanding where their strengths are and how they want to play, particularly through that middle third. So whether or not they employ that against us, I'm not sure. We'll find out in 24 hours, but we'll be ready for them no matter which way they go.
And can you speak a little bit just on American Samoa's recent sort of rise with a bit of an overhaul with US-based players coming in and sort of that gap closing?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like the work I've spoken around our campaign plan. I think my understanding is that they've had a bit of a vision around what they want that team to be. They've got some really good support behind them to try and help the team as much as possible with camps and games. They played in Fiji on the way here as well. So I think first it's one thing to have a vision, but you need people to support that vision. And I think that's what Amanda's got with her team is players and staff that want to get behind that. But as a federation, it sounds like they've really helped sort of put them in environments where they can work on their cohesion and how they want to look. So I think that goes a long way for these tournaments.
And back to the Ferns, 16 goals, 0 conceded over the last 2 games. Obviously great scorelines, but have there been other aspects of the team that you've been pleased with this tour?
I've been really pleased with everything I've seen on and off the pitch here. Again, what people see is obviously that final result and what we do on the pitch, and that's the most important thing. But no, there's a lot to be pleased with. I think what we've tried to do is think about what is important to us long term as a team, and so there's some subtle differences and variations we've got and that we're working on this tour that I think have come out really well in those first 2 games. But I'm also really pleased with not just the amount we've been able to attack, but I think the way we've executed some of the ways we've finished as well. And look, we spent a session and review yesterday around actually nitpicking a little bit and really critiquing kind of some of our final third work, because that's the stuff that we know to beat teams going forward. We need to get really tight with the expectations in and around the box. So yeah, it's been good. The players have really bought into this tour.
Take a half step back. Right. Obviously a relatively new look squad for this tour. Lots of young players, lots of debutants and maiden goals this window. How valuable will the experience in Honiara here be for them, looking ahead to the semi-finals next month and beyond that?
I think as a coach, you're always looking at the balance of the squad and who's performing in clubs, and I guess who's exciting and coming through. And I think the job of the head coach is to make sure you get the timing right around how you bring those people into the squad. This has obviously been a really decent tour for us to introduce a few new faces. I think they've all done exceptionally well. I think Charlotte Lancaster's obviously shown some of her weapons. So I'm really excited to see what else we can add to her game going forward, and obviously what she did at club. Suya was a late call-up, but athletically you can see what she can do. She's played a really good level, and I think she seamlessly went on the pitch and showcased a little bit of what she can do as well. And then Pia, I think, has been one of the top performers in the A-League Women's, and so she's come in really quickly for a player so young. You know, like, we've made sure we've done a really good job around weaving her into the work, into the senior environment, but she's just been amazing the way she's kind of hit the ground, and she's just performed every session, every game. She's gone out there and given a real good account of herself. So I think that bodes well for the team going forward. And now it's like, how does that apply going into future tournaments and future games, and what does that bring in terms of competition around the squad as well? So that's what I'm looking at going forward.